Good morning, good evening, regardless of where you are. It's always a great time to study the gospel inspired by Spiritism. Today, we're going to review chapter 86 of the book Our Daily Bread, which is titled To Intend and to Act. Before we begin, I'd like to thank Kardec Radio for opening up its many social media platforms for conversations just like this one. Kardec Radio is available in different social media, including the X platform. At this time, let's say our initial prayer. Thank you, God, for so many great things that you offer to us. Thank you for all the teachings that have been brought to us, the teachings of Jesus, the teachings of other spirits, other missionary spirits that came to enlighten mankind. May we put those into practice for our benefits and for the benefit of all of those who are close to us, either incarnate or discarnate. May your love be with us. So be it. Thank you. So again, this is chapter 86 of the book Our Daily Bread. It's titled To Intend and to Act, and it's based on Paul Hebrews chapter 12, verse 13. It goes like this, the passage. Make level, make level paths for your feet, so that the lame may not be disabled, but rather healed. So we see here in this particular chapter, Paul keeps making this reference of the physical effort. Um, of you putting into practice something. In this case here, we see the allegory of a path, of a trail. So as we walk in a path, we do create this level, our steps as we go through a trail. Our steps they make also they make possible for others to follow in our footsteps as well. And as we move forward, others might come behind and also move forward with us, or have less of a trouble of moving forward. So do you see this reference here to Paul indicating, hey, you move ahead, but also make sure that you can help others follow you and grow as well. Emmanuel explains as follows. The well-intentioned individual will reflect intensively on better avenues, nurturing superior ideas inclined toward goodness and justice. So we see here, yeah, people with good intentions, they have ideals. People with good intentions, people with good hearts, they make plans. They make plans to make the world into a better place. Emmanuel continues here, though. Let us agree, meanwhile, that good intentions will have negligible results if they are not in tune with the sphere of immediate realities in the correct action. So we see here that it's great for you to have good intentions, but if you do not put those into practice, what's the point, right? What value are you creating? So it's a good reminder here of Emmanuel. Emmanuel always telling us that it is great to learn. It's great to assimilate the knowledge, but it's even more important to put into action. He continues. It is necessary to meditate in righteousness. However, it is crucial that we put into practice. Again, another reminder that we have to practice what we learn. Divine providence encircles the path of the individuals with the material for eternal edification, making possible the construction of those level paths that Paul of Tarsus made reference to. So if you're ready, if we have the good intentions, then God's going to give us opportunities for us to create this level paths. God's going to us opportunities for not only for us to grow, but to help others grow, or at least to create better conditions for those who follow us to grow as well. A similar accomplishment on the part of the disciple is indispensable because pursuing his paths, the lame souls follow. So yeah, as we grow, as we try to do what's right, the plan is again not only for us to proceed and to progress, but also to bring our brothers and sisters with us as well, both incarnate and discarnate. Because whenever we do something good, we inspire others. Whenever we do what's right, we motivate others to do what's right as well. And Paul mentions the lame. So Paul mentions those who are like struggling, but our actions, they might inspire others. Our actions might not only help others grow and progress, but they can might actually inspire others to grow as well, seeing our examples. A similar accomplishment on the part side is dispensable because pursuing his path, the lame should so swallow. Okay, that's like we mentioned, right? So others will follow. However, Paul does alert us of something. The prisoners of ignorance and evil crawl as best as they can. So talking about us also the other category of spirits, the spirits that are also they're lame as well, they're struggling to progress, but they're prisoners of ignorance and evil. So they are attached still to their bad inclinations. So they crawl. They're not walking. They're going super slow. And we find those along the way all the time. And they crawl okay, alongside margins. So those prisoners of evil, they crawl as best they can along the margins of the service, so superior order. So they crawl in the margins. So they're not in the service. They're on the periphery. Doing they're not doing anything for themselves with their progress, and they're doing for others either. And every now and then they approach the faithful servants of the Christ, proposing measures and activities in accordance with their inferior mentality. So, whenever we're doing something that is right, then there's going to be those spirits who are going to help us, who are going to be side by side supporting us. There's going to be those spirits who are going to be either be benefited from our actions, or they're going to be inspired and try to do what's right. And unfortunately, we're also going to attract those brothers and sisters, both incarnate and disincarnate as well, that are like still prisoners of ignorance and evil, who are crawling, who don't know any better, and they might try to interfere as well. Sometimes, again, out of malice, sometimes just out of sheer ignorance. And now here's the advice that Emmanuel provides to us. Only those who construct straight paths can escape their subtle assaults, defending themselves and also offering to them new bases so that they will not completely deviate from the divine designs. So, three things here. So, basically, Paul is advising us to have construct a straight path. So, meaning to, as we follow our path of progress, we try to stay true to the teachings of Jesus. We try to stay true to the knowledge that we've acquired through Spiritism. So to try to stay on the path of righteousness and have this strong foundation, not only intellectually is very important, but especially from our hearts. We internalize those teachings, we solidify, we mature the lessons, and we make them part of our lives. So we have this straight and solid path. So when you have a very straight path that allows you to, and you have a clear vision, it is hard for someone to convince you to deviate from those ideals. So that's the first part. The second part, again, of course, so you follow the you have a you construct a straight path, right? So you have this foundation not only of the knowledge of your heart and your convictions and your values, and you escape from the assaults, right? So you do not deviate, you defend yourself, right? So you overcome, but you offer them a new basis. You offer them a new basis because you're not only assisting yourself because you're moving forward, you're not only assisting those who are willing to follow you, but even those who try to steer you from the path of righteousness. They assisted as well. So there is, that's the beauty of it. And in doing so, it's the third part here of the advisory manual so that they will not completely deviate from the divine designs. So again, by staying vigilant and staying true to our values and defending, right, and defending ourselves and offering now a new basis, we not only are not being going to be subject to their bad advice, but we're also going to offer them good advice. And in doing so, we're going to also help them stay on the path. We're going to also help them grow as well. The menu finalizes indicating that always apply your good intentions to the realistic practices so that your good work is illuminated with love and your love does not become an orphan of good deeds. So again, you have good intentions, you apply them. you you make sure that you put those into action, and also that you have realistic that those actions are that you're trying to accomplish, they have a realistic foundation, so that the good work is illuminated with love, so that what you're doing is, so you're actually accomplishing something that is inspired by love. And conversely, that love that you have, it does not become an orphan of good deeds. That love that you have is not going to be inactive. Two things here to finalize that Emmanuel explains to us. Accomplish these for yourself, right? So we're here to evolve, and as we follow the path, as we follow a straight path, and we create a level path, right? We help that others can follow, but we're following the path as well. We're helping ourselves evolve. But Emmanuel also indicates that as you need to evolve, and do it to those who seek you and who are still limping. So again, those that are still limping, those that are struggling to follow the path, they still need assistance as well. So we do have an opportunity to, as we follow along, as we have this solid foundation of knowledge of the gospel and of spiritism. So and then we have these values, and then we use those values to progress. We also inspire others. We also help others grow as well. And those that are still limping, those that are still having trouble, and even those who are prisoners, like Emmanuel mentions here, mentions prisoners of evil and ignorance, and even those who try to steer us away from the path of good, they have a chance to learn as well and progress. That's our conversation for today. I hope you like it. And as always, if you like, make sure you click the little like button, and so that you are notified of conversations of like just like this one in the future. Depending on the social media that you're using, make sure that you either subscribe or follow. At this time, again, let's say our final prayer, and let's thank the Lord for so many great things that we receive every day, especially those challenges, because they make us stronger. We want to thank the teachings that Jesus provided to us, and also our spirit spiritual guides as well, who are with us, supporting us, and also let's thank God also for the laws of the universe. Those combined, they help us stay on the path of righteousness, the path of good. We have so much to learn, to progress, and in the process, we feel inspired. We make good plans. So let's make sure that that work that is inspired, that those ideas that are inspired, they are transformed into solid deeds. Let's not forget those brothers and sisters, both incarnate and disincarnate, along the way, who are limping, who are struggling to grow, to evolve, who are having difficulties. Let's as possible do what's right, so we can inspire them, support them, and even those who try to hurt us as well. Let's forgive them. In the end, we're all together on our path of progress. We're all learning from the teachings of the gospel, learning from the experiences, and learning from one another. May God's love be with us always. So be it.